Welcome to Horseshoeing Time, filmed live at the Farriers National Research Center and School here in Villanelle, Georgia. Hey, if you want your horse to be active, whether it's showing, trail riding, or pleasure riding, he needs to be healthy, in good physical condition, and properly trimmed or shod. After all, a happy horse makes a happy owner. In 1989, Ralph Casey began using a high-speed video camera and an adjustable shoe to study how to make horses perform better and run faster without injury. Casey became the leader in the field of farrier science. His research sparked such an interest, a group was formed to build the first Farriers National Research Center in the world. The purpose of the Fnrc is to continue the study of shoeing and balancing a horse, not only to make the horse perform better, but to stop some of the serious injuries created from improper shoeing. Today, Casey can make the horse perform better and run faster than ever before. Horse owners are fortunate to have access to the only Farrier National Research Center in the U.S. dedicated to the study of farrier science. And here to tell us more is our host of Horseshoeing Time, Ralph Casey.
Hey gang, welcome to Horseshoeing Time. I'm Ralph Casey, and we got a special guest with us today and got a great show. We got Scott Ledbetter from down in the big city down in Atlanta. Scott, good to be here.
Glad to be here.
Scott, one of the things we were talking about a little earlier was, of course, you're still out there shoeing.
Yeah.
And you've been out there shoeing for 20 years. You see a lot of the problems. I've been semi-retired for quite some time, even though I have a farrier school, but I'm not out in the field anymore like I was. So what is the biggest problem that you run into?
What I'm seeing a lot of lately, Ralph, is there's a big movement going towards barefoot horses and trimming and that sort of thing, which in some respects is fine and in some respects not so fine. The biggest problem that I see is we're getting a lot more lame horses than we've ever had before.
Well, we've noticed that here at the research center. And a lot of the farriers, Scott, we get, and I want to get your point of view on it, we get a heck of a lot of letters from the good folks out there, and a lot of letters from farriers that complaining about different people getting involved in farrier science that's got no business in it to begin with. You got veterinarians telling people to put corrective shoes on. Mm-hmm. And I recall about 15 years ago, you and I went to Atlanta and got some questions answered, legal questions.
Yeah, got some legal advice.
About people recommending certain shoes to go on a horse, who's responsible if the horse falls and kills a rider or if something happens to the horse. And this is a law firm out of Atlanta, said the farrier, of course this is not every state, but they said that they thought it was pretty well covered every state in the U.S. The farrier is the expert in farrier science. He's responsible no matter who recommended. If a veterinarian recommended to put a corrective shoe on. And a lot of farriers complain about that.
Yeah.
And I think the farriers and horse owners should know the farrier is responsible, so therefore he should make the choice, or I would. But what is bothering a lot of them too is you got people, you got trainers even telling people you need to keep the horses like, out in the wild and trim the horse, don't put shoes on. Well, let's take a look at some of the horses that come in here that are crippled up and so on and so forth, people going out riding in rocks and so on and so forth. And then, gang, we're going to show you some research that we did on barefooted horses and what happens when you ride a horse barefooted. And remember this, them horses out in the wild, they ain't being rode either.
They're not pulling a wagon either.
You bet. Hang with us, gang. We'll be right back here on Horseshoeing Time, and we're going to stop for a brief minute. Go by the refrigerator and pick you up a king-size Coca-Cola. We'll be right back.
For those of you who love horses and want to work outdoors and be your own boss, you may want to consider a career as a certified farrier. It's hard work, but very rewarding. One of the most highly recognized schools in the United States is right here in Villanelle, Georgia, owned and operated by Ralph Casey since 1989. The Casey and Son Horseshoeing School has received the Horseshoeing School of the Year award for over 8 years. With Casey as your head instructor, you will receive the most up-to-date training in farrier science that is not available at any other school.
Scott, I see that you brought one of the Hall of Fame posters.
Yeah. I had this at the house, and I thought I'd bring it up and take a look at it. It's a poster of the members of of course, this isn't the latest one, but it's a lot of the members of the Hall of Fame, and a good many of them are signed.
We get, I was talking to Ginger, and I asked her about it when you brought it up. Today, people can order this online, or they can call the number on the screen there and get a picture. These are pictures of everybody, gang, that's in the Brotherhood of Working Farrier Association Hall of Fame. And a lot of the guys have passed on.
Yeah.
In fact, we just had one of our Hall of Famers pass away, and we wanted to dedicate our show to his family, Reggie Kessler. A couple of years ago, I went out and spent a couple of days. He was a great educator. He had a farrier school out in Oklahoma. Great guy. And the school still goes on. His son's teaching, but the point is, when you lose somebody, you know, it leaves a big space there.
Yeah.
And Reggie was a great guy. We had a lot of fun with him. And a lot of these, including Reggie's, have autographed.
Yeah.
So the copy gang you get will be, a lot of them are autographed. Now, this is not free, so you have to call, and I'm not sure what it costs. They'd
have to ask at the office, but they can go on the website or call the phone number, either one.
Right. So, gang, if you'd like to have one of these, they're nice and thick, beautiful pictures of all the Hall of Famers. Many of them are passed on, maybe somebody you know, and a lot of the Hall of Famers may want one. But we've just now offering this because we haven't offered it in the past, unless you was at a convention, but we have had some requests. So, gang, if you'd like one, hey, give us a call. Hey, gang, I'm Ralph Casey.
And I'm Link Casey.
You know, as the owner of a farrier school, we get hundreds of letters for individuals that would like to see what goes on here. And plus, at the Research Center, for the first time, we're offering a free DVD just for the asking that tours not only the school, but the Research Center. And hey, remember, it's free.
It is. It's free. It's me.